had to wake up early today to go to the pathology to get some blood tests done, and I also did a urine sample as well. It has come to my attention that I've been getting a lot of dandruff. I know it's such a personal thing to say on the internet, but I went to the nail salon and I had a hair wash. If you haven't gotten this done before, don't knock it. Try it out first before knocking it. It feels amazing, man. Getting your scalp massaged, getting your hair washed while you're sitting on these vibrating chairs, man, I'm telling you, it's the best feeling ever. After, a run of night shifts, when your body is tired and aching, you just sit down that chair while this middle-aged woman, just lightly caressing your hair and telling you it's gonna be all right. No, she didn't do that, by the way. You gotta pay extra. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. It's if the lady does that to you, it's a dodgy nail salon. But anyways, yeah, it's the best feeling ever. Don't knock it until you've tried it out. It's amazing, man. I'm telling you, for all of you out there who do night shifts, and you have long hair, after a run of night shifts, just book yourself one of these appointments. Getting your God dang it. Man, I'm sorry. When I see a beautiful woman and I'm safe inside my car, I'm down bad, man. I'm down bad. I wouldn't approach a woman, but when I see them, I feel something. Where was I? Yeah, getting hair washed. After a run of night shifts, book yourself one of these appointments, getting your hair washed. I'm telling you, man, it's the best freaking feeling ever. And incidentally, while I was getting my hair washed, the lady that was operating on me, she said, "Dear, you have a lot of big flakes on your head." And she started, going through my head and telling me, these spots, if they weren't protected by your hair, you would feel very sensitive. If these spots were somewhere else in your body, you would feel very sore in those spots because they have very fragile skin. And so she said something next which made me think a little bit. She said maybe it's something to do with your endocrine system, because if it's just a scalp problem, then you would only find those spots on your head. But then she also started saying, you got little lumps and bumps on your skin as well. And I told her I've been working night shifts. I'm not exactly the healthiest candidate to, enjoy these beauty treatments. As you all know, I'm not exactly the healthiest person. I work night shifts. I don't know anything about nutrition per se. I'm a very live and let live kind of guy. I preach about balance in life, but then sometimes I think to myself, the way that you're living, Hoi, it's not balanced at all. Sometimes you need to dial back certain things, but I do things in moderation. I try to live healthy. I don't really track my calories. I don't really track what I eat. I drink alcohol sometimes. Very, very, very rarely I smoke and do drugs. And I take prescription drugs, so I'm not exactly normal. But yeah, when she said that, dear, you might need to book an appointment with a doctor because you might have some endocrine issues. Maybe it's a hormonal issues because you're getting pimples, you're getting, breakouts, you're getting fragile skin on your head. maybe get it checked out. So, you know, I listened to her and I went to the doctor to have my health checked out. And I'm glad that my doctor didn't think there's anything wrong with me. He said, you're pretty much a healthy, normal young man, but we're just going to run some tests, because the last test, last blood test we did was like 5 months ago or something. So yeah, I went for like the full liver panel, all that, testing for my endocrine function, testing for testosterone, which I have never gotten that test done before. So it's going to be really interesting to see what my testosterone level is. I suspect it's going to be lower than average. I just have a feeling. I'm a very feminine man, very emotional, very volatile. So, well, that, you know, men on testosterone can be emotional as well, as in like aggressive, but I feel like I'm very mellow, very chilled out. But you know, I have deep feminine emotions like love, passion, and sadness. So I think my testosterone is going to be, you know, down the gutter, and my estrogen level is going to be through the roof, because I'm very feminine. And yeah, I have like no facial hair, and I'm not making progress in the gym. So I think my testosterone level is going to be, you know, down the gutter, which is fine. Like I'm not concerned about that. But hopefully there's some sort of treatment so that I don't get pimples and, you know, dandruffs anymore, because those things I do care about. The rest I don't really freaking care. So yeah, this morning I had to wake up and be completely fasted before I got my urine sample and my blood test done. So I was really hungry. I still had to go to uni to do this lab session. We're still learning about the digestive system, and man, it's like the most complicated system ever. You know, the gut brain, the mesentery. You know, that's the kind of stuff I still struggle with. Like, it's hard for me to visualize these things without really spending a lot of time on it. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos by, you know, the Indian doctors and the Indian tutors. I'm telling you, man, Indian people, they're so freaking smart. They're so freaking good at this stuff. And it all comes down to culture, I think. You know, you don't see a lot of Indian athletes, but you see a lot of Indian academics, because, you know, the Indian people, they value that stuff, you know, studying over sports. And that's fine. I mean, we are all different, and we've got to embrace those differences and, you know, praise people for their strengths. They're blessed with, you know, they're blessed with their brains and the discipline to study and to become doctors and, you know, become the smartest people, smartest businessmen. So yeah, I am really, truly am grateful for the Indians, even though I make stupid jokes about them sometimes. It's funny because I'm talking about digestive system, and I'm talking about bowels, you know. And what are Indians good for? I mean, what are Indians famous for? Their streets, their street food, and you know, the lack of boundaries between the toilets and the kitchen. Sorry, I can't resist it. It's, you know, you guys know the stereotypes about Indians, and you know, people just shitting on the streets. Sorry, god dang. I'm gonna be making more Asian jokes and more white people and more black people jokes soon, so stay tuned for that. I'm not trying to be a racist. I think everyone, and if you're a racist, do not watch my videos. Get out of here right now. I love everybody. I think we're all amazing in our own ways. We're all different. You would be a fool to say that we are all the same. We are not. Asians, black people, white people, we are all freaking different, but we are all similar in some ways. And I found that the most racist, the most overtly racist people are actually the kindest, more tolerating people, because we recognize that we have differences and we joke about it. That's how we get along. All of you who are trying to be politically correct and try not to offend people, you guys are the scums of the earth. By trying not to be racist, you are being racist. So but that's just my opinion. I love Indians. I think they are smart, really freaking hardworking people. But I also think that they are very funny, and we should laugh at them sometimes. Anyways, that's it for today. I'm gonna drive home now with Bailey. Hope you guys are doing well. Stay strong. God bless, and I'll speak to you soon.